Hey again, everybody. Since the quarantine, I wanted to make an update to my diet. I feel like I haven't been being honest with you. Okay, I'm just gonna be regular vegan from now on, or oh no, I'm still interested in real food, but there's the raw foods community. And I feel like they're really once you get into the community, they kind of I don't know, they're just those people are really, I guess, religious about their diet, or they're insanely committed, and maybe I'm not ready for that, or I have done days completely raw, and there have been days when I just don't eat, of course, or drink, but, um, my mom just, I guess, buys a lot of food, and I grew up eating her roasted Brussels sprouts, and you gotta be honest, some stuff does taste a lot better cooked. Like Brussels sprouts, carrots, sweet potatoes, um, peppers. Yeah, I've been cooking it a lot. I feel like the difference between live and dead food is, well, dead food is I don't know, something you get at Starbucks, or really whenever you're eating out and you don't know the person who made it. If you made it yourself, if you stood at the stove and you mixed around with the spatula those, and you tossed in those peppers, or I don't know, a piece of onion, diced up piece of onion, or I don't know, watercress. Well, I've never had watercress actually, or I don't know, whatever people cook. Still thinking okay, definitely meat. Like you might have heard about Ravana. She used to be completely raw vegan, but now she's eating eggs and I guess chicken and bacon stuff. And I think no, it's there's a good thing about raw food, or real food, and how she calls herself no labels now, so just eating things without a label. And yeah, I know some people who say it has a label, it's not real food, which I think is a good rule of thumb, but I always like to be adaptable or distinguish between things. So some things when they have a label they're real food, but a lot of things I don't know, those praline pecans, or I guess any nuts that are roasted, or I don't know, altered and covered with chocolate or whatever. It changes the way your brain perceives that food. I guess the sugar kind of disrupts your leptin, or because of the lack of fiber, you don't feel full, or I don't know. There's a documentary called Carb Loaded you should check out that kind of goes into detail about how the food industries use a lot of tricks. Some of them use actual chemicals that are known to be addictive, like aspartame, or that would you know limit your self control abilities, or when your blood sugar goes down, so is your attention span, and probably your self control. And again, raw colors have no labels now, and I think that's good. It's good to eat real food. Just today, I went out in the morning and I dug up a bunch of garlic mustard and some dandelions and other herbs, things that were just growing out of the ground. And I consider that's real food, local, or maybe you grew it yourself. But raw veganism is, I guess, extremism, especially when they feel like they need to order stuff. It's called orthorexia, when you care so much about being healthy that it limits your like abilities in the rest of your life, like driving a driving a real long distance to get healthy food, or I don't know, not having enough money to buy other stuff because you spend it all on organics, or I don't know. It's called orthorexia. And I felt like I was kind of getting to that point where there were so many things I refused to eat. It's like there was a can of chili beans that they were beans, and they were like marinated in this sauce, and I don't know, the list of ingredients was, I don't know, probably 10 things are included: paprika and chili powder and onion powder and lemon peel. And I mean, a lot of processed foods say natural flavor, which I'm concerned about that. Like, what is natural flavor? That could be just palm oil, or I know palm oil is one of the big contributors to like deforestation in the Amazon. They're growing their palm oil plantations. So I always like call the number they put on the package to ask, okay, do you have any insight into what natural flavor is? And that time I did make sure I asked them, I told them I'm allergic to animal byproducts, and they said there are no animal byproducts in this food. So I guess I could simply palm oil. They said it could just be like their special spice mix. So I don't know. And I mean, my mom bought from my sister this like jug of almond milk that was processed. Of course, it has like soy lecithin in it and a bunch of other crap, like gluey stuff, chemically stuff. But my sister, she just said, "You bought the wrong almond milk. I wanted this brand or whatever." So of course I'm still interested in that, or so I don't really care about the raw thing. I'm still like raw till 4. I do that a lot of days, or I mean sometimes I just don't eat. I'm not hungry. I avoid the whole standard American thing, like standard American diet, or I know a lot of people, they do the vegan version of standard American, where they like buy soy boy, or packaged jackfruit pork substitutes, or those mock meats. I feel like I don't need mock meats. Those are for people who can't give up meat, and I'm not one of those people. I'm still concerned about how the only seaweed available around where I live is comes with warnings about the radiation from like Fukushima or Hiroshima. So seaweed coming from Southeast Asia, it's like all that radiation. I'd eat it if it didn't have radiation. I also want to talk about the thing I think about diets is it's not just what you put into your body. It's like not just what you eat or drink. It's also what you, I guess, your activities throughout the day. Like this morning and every other morning, I write down my dreams. Or even if I didn't remember, I wrote down. I didn't remember my dream last night. So I mean, the standard American, they wouldn't write down their dreams or do anything special in the morning. Like I have a morning routine where you do some exercises, because just to waken up your body. It's like yoga has a lot of anti-aging benefits, so it's kind of the way to stay young. That's how I guess Hindus, how they stay young. It's by doing yoga every day, every morning. Just wake up your body. Your body is a temple. Right? Feel my body is a temple. I guess that's why when I put in good things, like I feel like beans are real food, definitely legumes. Um, yeah, standard American diets. Also, like music you listen to. Like, I don't listen to Dan Shay or I don't know my the rest of my family. They listen to a lot of I don't know Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, or you say or you say or I don't know they watch the Country Music Awards or all those like Oscars, Grammys, whatever those award shows for music. All the I feel like it's a pageant show where I mean paying so much attention. Like you worship these idols of like American Idol. They glorify the whole like watching other people do these things and create songs and I feel like you should focus on yourself. What's wrong with doing your own stuff? I I think watching the Grammys or the Oscars or even the Razzies, it's part of MK Ultra, just about controlling the population and getting people to like all follow along in the same stuff. It's like leading the sheep and also before I go to bed I have a daily routine of doing Bastrika breathing, special pranayama breathing and also do some yoga poses like I hold the wind releasing pose for 60 seconds. I bet most Americans they don't do that, so that's definitely not standard American. Eat with chopsticks. I guess standard American doesn't do that because I know eating with chopsticks it's good for your brain, and I mean I do it with the left hand, so that's good for your brain. Yeah, I like wild edibles too. I guess standard American doesn't do that. I bought bala seeds this year to plant. Uh, I guess the standard American they don't put so much effort into gardening. Like my mom, she says, yeah, it's kind of nice to like go out to your backyard and be able to eat your own stuff. Like I have a lot of neighbors who do just all that stuff, do a ton of gardening, but my mom says it's just so much easier to go to Proof Junction and buy it. Yeah, but it's better for the environment and it's healthier. Like, when we know there aren't any pesticides, we don't use pesticides, and um, it's cheaper, it's healthier. Like, I before the Industrial Revolution, people were mostly eating things either you grew, like you knew the people who grew it, or or you like went out into nature, you hiked a lot, and you dug it out of the ground or got it off the tree. So, eat real food that hasn't been like I know bananas they have to be flown in and stored in special environment like air conditioned containers or they're gassed with ethylene gas and I think strawberries also a lot of pesticides or all the most of the stuff at the grocery store it's it was driven there with a big truck so I don't know it just feels unnatural with it how it sits in plastic and another thing about getting it from your backyard is it didn't come in plastic so I don't want to eat plastic. I know microplastics accumulate in the produce or on whatever food. Yeah, it's just good to grow your own food and also, we have an Alexa, and so my family listens to music on Alexa, but I, the music I listened to was by Godsmack, about, I stand alone. Love that song. I guess standard American doesn't listen to that. And yeah, so this video's already getting too long. Okay, guys, stay curious about life. Keep opening your third eye. Don't always harper on all those recordings you can listen to on YouTube. Don't rely so much on the things that say, oh, listen to these binaural beats to decalcify your third eye, and think, no, you can just do it by going outside, having fun, moon gazing, sun gazing, stargazing, drawing, writing self-affirmations, staring at your own reflection in the mirror, listening to bird calls, juggling, painting, creation. I mean, creation is the best way to do it, so, it could be as simple as taking a clothespin and putting a cotton ball at one end, and you just made a paintbrush. Handmade paintbrush. At-home paintbrush. Learning about plants is a good thing, especially when good to eat. I love garlic mustard. It's invasive. We need to get rid of it. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. Bye.